Hi. Good morning. Ha 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 ha. Quiet. I'm very happy to be here. First, I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
That's right. Good morning. We're here with Collector's Figure Crew to talk about Secret Invasion this time around with Aftershow Reactions. And to do that with me right now is Blue Tattoo and Michael Elliott.
Yo,
Good morning.
good
Good morning.
morning.
See how you're ramping up those credits and stuff. Looks good.
Thank you. First overall reaction, guys. I don't know if I can pull up the screen here for the show like we used to, but um, overall reactions of the first two episodes. I mean, just initial reactions, I should say. Before
Yeah,
we go,
so far so good, man. Each episode, it's like it's slowly ramping up to something, and yeah, I'm digging it.
First episode was a bore fest. Um, Second episode actually absolutely was a lot more going on, and not that the first episode needed that. It just seemed to drag.
Hmm.
But this one had a lot more going on. Second episode. Uh, but we'll talk a little bit more because there's some things I need to get into.
Hmm. Peasy. Good to
I
see you
mean,
there.
are we going to normally do it like we normally do, just track it along from the beginning to the end, or are we
Right.
just going to free for all it?
um, if I can bring it up, if it's
Okay.
then we'll just go through the shows as they go.
Hmm.
Otherwise,
Maria, no.
we
Yeah.
got this right here. Now. Let's see if we can
All right. All right.
do the rest of it. Okay. So yeah, it started narrating with this guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We
Talking
get
about
we get
who,
Ross.
who's who, and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and dude, how long has Ross been a freaking scroll, dude? That's
Oh
crazy.
right. Yeah. I
Like,
want to say he was just a scroll for this instance.
yeah, yeah. I don't think he was a scroll the whole time.
Yeah.
I think as soon as
It,
he was rescued by like a Okoye at the end of Black Panther 2,
Mm-hmm.
um, he probably went somewhere and then they got him. So
Yeah.
yeah. I'll admit, for me, it's not the easiest storyline for me to follow so far. Um, I was in a service, but I was still reading comics. You know, a lot of guys on my ship were into comics.
Mm-hmm.
And so, whenever we were in Port San Diego, we buy comics and pass them around. So when I went into the service, I continued to read, and then I actually kind of collected too, because I actually would bag up some comics. A bunch of us would bag up comics and send them home. Um, so I remember around the time Secret Wars, came out in the issues and stuff.
hmm.
But this is discernibly different than I remember. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, well, I hope
this
so.
is way different than I remember.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I hope so because I mean, then it'd be way too predictable, and
Yeah.
this should have
Yeah,
some mystery to it. So
yeah.
So the situation at the beginning calls for Nick Fury to come down. Um, Throughout this episode, he was, who he was as Nick Fury or the old Nick Fury was coming into question quite a bit.
hmm. Yeah, as soon as he stepped off the ship, it was like his knees, he
Mhm.
kind of crouched down a little bit,
Yep.
coming back to Earth instead of being up in space. And, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can't speak for space, but that's interesting that you brought that up, Blue, because when I was in the service, we did a mission on water,
Mm-hmm.
and we held a record. We went out on the water. We stayed on the water for 72 days straight before we hit land.
Oh,
Mm.
dang.
72. The aircraft carrier that was in our fleet broke the record, stayed out 120 days. when you're out 72 days and you hit land, your legs feel like rubber, like jello. Earth just moves
Yeah.
because your body is so used to motion. When you hit still dry land, you feel like you're still on the water for a little while. It's like a jet
Yeah.
lag.
Yeah.
It takes a little while to walk it off and get it out of you,
Dang.
especially when you're out there that long. But then even in real life, though, when you bring astronauts back, they have to decompress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they've been floating. I mean, they come back taller because
Yes, their
Yeah, there's
bodies
mind
are buoyant.
decompressants.
Their
Yeah.
bodies are buoyant.
Yeah.
They're more elastic. Their bones literally become elastic, kind of.
yeah,
Yep.
because they're not using them as much.
I'm concerned. I think I have to see how the rest of this plays out. I think I'm done with McFury, man. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about how they're working the character. We got 4 more episodes,
Mhm.
but I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think after being dusted and then kind of running off to space and being on Sword.
Yeah, I
Um,
just
I think
don't
it just
think.
kind of messed with him. I mean, 5 years is a long time to be missing stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Didn't he
mean,
voluntarily stay out there that long though? He stayed out there.
He did. Yep, and he did voluntary.
So I'm trying to understand. He stayed out there voluntarily. So I'm trying to understand how come he couldn't. First of all, I don't understand why the Skrulls can't find a place to live. They're a far more advanced race than we are. They fly the galaxy. As a matter of fact, how about Nick Fury contacting the Guardians and going, "Hey, listen, you're the planet you can give these guys." That's the
yeah,
first thing that troubles me about the series as a whole. It's like there's a million planets out there. I'm sure they could find.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. So, but
Does he even know about the Guardians?
Nick
Probably
Fury,
not.
Nick Fury's got to know about the Guardians.
Well, I'm sure he's heard about them, but he was dusted till the end of Endgame. I mean, maybe he met
Yeah,
them
but the
during
Guardians,
the
the
funeral.
Guardians didn't come. The Guardians didn't come out.
He would have had to meet them after they brought him all back.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he met them at the funeral.
He's got to know of that. Shield would know of the Guardians. That's it.
Trouble dust.
Not if they've never been to Earth.
Yeah.
Double dust.
They don't have to. There's a lot of people that've never been to Earth that Shield knows of.
Captain Marvel would have had to tell him about them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Once again, let's even push that aside. Once again, it still seems kind of odd that they can't find the planet. It's just.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's probably they can't find a planet that's not already inhabited.
If they can't share,
That's
okay, I know Earth don't want to share
suitable
it.
for them to live on.
Yeah, and I guess any planet they would go to, if it had I'm sure they could find a planet that's not inhabited.
Maybe. Or you end up like the Mandalorians and you get all these freaking giant ass freaking
Yeah, things want to eat
and
that.
birds and turtle sharks in the water.
Yep.
But yeah, here's our first look at Rhodey with the president.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert: Ross is the president in the new movie Thunderbolts. So,
Oh yeah.
what's going to happen to this guy?
I think that's going to.
Yeah, he's not going to make it out of this series, unfortunately.
A lot of people thinking that these two are both Skrulls. So,
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think Rhodey is a Skrull. I don't.
I hope he is.
we
I
don't
hope
know this. It's crazy. We don't.
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I mean,
I'm still unsure, especially after this episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope he is because I didn't like the exchange between him and Samuel Jackson at all. So
And then,
I certainly hope he's a Skrull because that was bullshit dialogue between the two of them. I didn't like the way he came about. Nah, I was really pissed with that.
It's interesting, this walk that he goes on and the people he passes by that plays later on in the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, the Skrulls are watching him. That's for sure.
Then we get Olivia Colman. As soon as I can get a shot of it. There we go. No, that's not a good one. I don't know why it does that.
Well, I think Rhodey was kind of himself because he's looking at the interest of the U.S. because he's got quite a title now. He's like Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense,
Mm-hmm.
something along that lines. And you got Nick Fury in Moscow blowing stuff up. Like
He didn't blow anything up.
he don't know that.
There you go. There you go.
He didn't stop it.
Rhodey's jumping ahead of himself.
Yeah. Well,
That's why I think there's a good chance that he may be a Skrull.
And he's got the other countries, on his back, trying to find out what's going on. And everybody, because of that Skrull, blaming the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because when they captured him, he's going, "Oh, I'm American." So.
Oh, back up that frame you just had, real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I saw something. All right, never mind. Oh, yeah, right there.
Wait, with Olivia?
She cold, bro.
Dude, yeah, the next episode.
She is cold, bro.
So great.
She got to go. She's got to go down.
Oh no, I think this is not that.
I think she's one of Fury's actual, like, not really friends, but an ally.
Yeah.
I think she'll end up being an ally in this.
Well,
cold-blooded ally, but yeah.
She's not coming off as a very nice person.
Oh God, no, she's not.
So I mean, if there's any alliance, it's because one cancels out the other, and the Skrulls are a bigger threat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, Rhodey is usually always
playing the bug too.
Yep, on the owl. Yep, just so we can watch. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like Trump was saying, Rhodey is usually always by the book.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's a Skrull. I think he's doing his job.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, if he is, surprise,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And then, yeah.
Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
Where have
Khaleesi.
I've seen her somewhere before, and I can't figure out where.
Game of Thrones, Terminator Dark Fate, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I never watched that Game of Thrones. What was the other thing?
Terminator Dark Fate. She's been in a couple of romantic comedies.
Yeah, maybe it was Dark Fate.
Yeah, she was Sarah Connor.
Yeah, she was Sarah Connor.
Right, yep. I try and forget that movie.
But she's best known for Daenerys Targaryen. So.
Yeah.
The Mother of Dragons. That's who she is.
Yeah. She is the mother of Skrulls. She's my
daughter of Skrulls. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, they show off. They show off here. They bring you into the base that they're all hiding in, which is again broken down nuclear plant area in freaking Russia, because the Skrulls can handle the radiation.
Yeah.
Right.
They got a whole camp.
I would want to take advantage of Earth's resources as well. I wouldn't want to destroy all of what was. I mean, you can kill off the people, but why destroy a lot of the goods and things? Like, it makes no sense. There's got to be another way of doing it. I mean, I guess that is quick, and if they can endure the radioactivity. But you decimate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
We got bombs now. Don't we have bombs now that You can knock people out and, without blowing up buildings or something. I know they got some kind of weapon now that can just almost like use it sonically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where are we at now?
They're taking the identities of these guys.
Oh yeah.
Now they can apparently scan them, keep them there, and then take their memories and stuff.
That was kind of silly though. But
I didn't think
maybe
they
it's
could do that before. That's what the
probably
whole questioning thing was all about.
budget cost.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're listening in on the discussion.
Star Wars. Star Wars meets Marvel. Nick Fury, you're our only hope.
Yeah, pretty much. There's the villain of the story.
Gotta admit it. He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yep. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Good actor.
He's basically taking over for the Skrulls and wants to take over. He wants Earth as the new home for the Skrulls, so
Right.
that's what's going on here. I guess they couldn't find one before because they went looking at the end of Marvel.
Listen, it's easy. Marvel just they try and make things as uncomplicated as possible. But then you realize it goes, now you're asking all these questions. Oh man. I often have a lot of questions to ask too. Like, why is this happening?
This was a good scene too coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, following Gaia. On that guy. That guy.
This scene here is probably one of my favorites of the episode.
Yeah. He's a Skrull.
Nobody gets two, he says.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And Talos, he doesn't want any Skrulls hurt or killed during all this, but I don't know. He'll have to change his mind eventually because that's what it's going to take to stop these guys.
Yeah, Peyton, that's what I was saying the other day on the show, Monday's show. I think Captain Marvel's going to pop up.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he mentioned Carol Danvers and that's when he was in the past.
Well, it's like bringing Superman to the fight, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I don't put it past Marvel to do anything.
Yeah.
And you got to realize they got the Marvels coming up.
Right. Yeah, it'll hype that up too. So.
Yeah.
Sharon Carter's a Skrull. Yeah, probably.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Everybody was expecting
that for sure. Sharon Carter.
Yeah. This is the point where if you didn't know, and then this is where you find out this is Gaia.
Yeah.
This is his daughter.
He's got such a strong British accent to be a Skrull. Skrulls have British accents now? No, I'm just kidding.
They all
I guess I could tear it apart, but that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, they all seem to have British accents.
Yeah.
Except our new Superman, he's an American.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna say?
As a whole, I think this episode did really good setting it up.
Yeah.
Big Hill there.
Yeah, telling him he's not ready for this fight.
Yep. Yeah.
He doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, that he's gonna get somebody killed.
Yep. Foreshadowing.
Like you.
Just a shame. Just a shame that it ended up having to be her. But
Yeah.
Like you.
I did like that they went back to the dust scene.
Yep. That was cool.
I mean, how it's still on his mind, fresh on his mind, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't forgotten.
I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I was kind of surprised at how easily her mother shook it off.
I'm sure that took a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, I thought she was going to go head up on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, here they work out a plan.
But then again, well,
Mark
now
the
I'm
bags.
to the other one. Let me wait.
Yeah.
And this was crazy. He was turning out into all the people that he saw on that first initial walk.
Yeah.
Oh, then we get the explosions. Boom.
Yep. He should have just shot him. He was standing right there. He should have just shot him.
There was a few times he could have just shot him, but
Yeah.
Well, they'll give you the excuse. Well, he's been rattled. He's rattled. He's not old Nick Fury. He's not quick on the gun.
yeah. And then we end this episode on this.
Yep.
See ya.
Sucked.
Wouldn't want to be. There are a lot of people.
And she confirmed she's dead in an interview.
A lot of people are upset at that.
Well, of course she did. There's only one episode out. Or 2 episodes where she is dead.
And then speculation, of course, of her coming back.
Yeah, it's a life model decoy. It's
And if she does, it just makes it. I don't know, man. Can Marvel ever write something that's not predictable?
Not predictable. I didn't see this coming.
That's not predictable.
Yeah, if she is dead, then dang, yeah, I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll be back, but maybe it's be a scroll kind of.
They just zoomed out too soon and ended it before you saw her turn into a scroll, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because it took a minute for that one guy to turn back into a scroll after he shot him.
Right.
So.
That was the first episode.
Yeah.
Again, really good. I didn't find too many faults with it to where I don't want to continue watching this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least they kept me on, a little longer. We'll see next week what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, so far
it's only 6. So I'm sure I can get through this simply. It's only 6. What am I thinking? This is not like.
Yep, it's only 6 episodes.
It's not like the Book of Boba Fett. I got to slay.
Yeah.
At least I like Nick Fury.
Wasn't Boba 10 episodes, or is it 8?
Oh my God! It was whatever it was. It felt like 10 years.
It did, to be honest.
God, that was
that drag.
A real labor of hate.
Episodes 2 starts with a flashback.
Now back to our.
It's a better written show than the previous Marvel shows, other than WandaVision and Loki.
I'm sorry. What was that again, Blue? About WandaVision and Loki?
I said it's a better written show than.
Oh, you're saying this?
Yeah.
Loki, I'll say, but I don't know about WandaVision. WandaVision was the most unique out of all of these.
Oh no! Of the other Marvel shows besides WandaVision and Loki, those two are the best shows.
I am with you on that, pal. You damn right. Absolutely with you on that.
So hopefully this will, continue to be great.
No, as much as I was a little taken aback by the first episode and still a little fringy on the second, although I liked it, it is by far better than most of the, like I said.
Well, it's better than She-Hulk. I know that much.
Oh,
And we're only 2 episodes deep, so if you can say that about it,
yeah.
you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. And so far, this was like 58 minutes.
2
or something.
episodes deep of She-Hulk, I was already going, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't mind
No.
the first episode of She-Hulk.
Yeah. First episode was good. Yeah. The first episode and the one with Daredevil, the only good one.
Right.
I like that they de-aged him again and kind of brought him back to
Yeah.
that other the shitty movie, but yeah.
Oh God, don't remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as decent as this series is, I just think they've destroyed Nick Fury. I'm losing my interest in him.
Destroyed him, huh?
Oh, they destroyed him.
Destroyed him like they destroyed Thor? Or...
And Captain Marvel, they destroyed him. That whole cat scratch thing was horrible.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Just the way he was acting in there, it was not Nick Fury, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is young Gravik.
Yep. That's who he's talking to. Here.
Young
Earning his
Gravik.
trust or trying to, yep. So you
Yeah.
can get the backstory for this. And then it's basically we got to stay here because there's nowhere else to go. Speech.
I trust this man. I trust him.
Yeah.
But he's still searching for a new home for him.
Yeah. Even though, like, they don't have space travel except for, like, Captain
Well, they
Marvel.
don't anymore, right?
Well, they don't at this point, really. I mean, they have one ship that had the scrolls
Right.
that they could have used to find other planets. But nothing.
That's the only thing that's killing me about this show. There's just things in the body of the story just
Yeah.
makes
And
no
they probably don't want to be found by the Kree again.
Right.
sense. Of course not. They're being hunted by him in the first place.
Yeah.
But they'd eventually be found on Earth. Doesn't matter. Earth is more visible to the Kree than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and how do we know they're not Kree down here already?
Oh, you'd notice Kree down here.
Oh yeah.
Well, they can't shapeshift, right?
Right.
That I can remember. I know they couldn't in the comics. I don't know what they're doing on MCU.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Kree is like Ronin, and then the people you saw in
Yeah.
Yon-Rog.
Yep, Yon-Rog.
There's Pink Kree, as they call them.
Now, I'll tell you this. Samuel Jackson, hat, beard, stuff, that'll make a cool hot toy.
It would.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would. It really
Just
would.
like that. They need to give you a Samuel Jackson suited up with his lid. He's got to have his lid. That'd be sweet.
Yes, I totally. Yeah, they should make this one.
Mm-hmm.
We need a
Yeah.
Talos too, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I have a Marvel Legends Talos, but yeah, you guys need a Talos.
Mm.
Hot Toys used to give you one.
Great dialogue here in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Telos was like, "Oh, I brought them all here," and he's like, "What? You got 1 million here, or whatever?"
I need
Yep.
something in this joint.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's like, "Why can't we stay?" And he's like, "I mean, we can barely stand each other, much
Yep.
less another species."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, so why was he so willing back then, and now all of a sudden he can't? I mean, oh, that's right, because he okay. So Nick is saying you can't. He's saying you can't stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Promise him another planet, but he goes off. And where did Captain Marvel go? Why did she bail? I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yeah.
You know?
Because
She was supposed to be helping finding a home for the.
nobody so far has explained why they bailed in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's what I need to know. Get in here, whatever your name. What's the girl's name? Captain Marvel's name? Carol Danvers. Get in here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, she's fixing. She was off world because she was fixing things from the snap, and originally she was off world because she was finding the Skrulls a new home.
Yeah. So.
And then the Tremble Dust, the Asgardians are in one town. There's not many of them. So
Yeah, it's Asgardville. Somewhere.
yeah.
Crush.
Yeah,
Poor
I guess
Asgard.
they don't technically need to shapeshift to look human either, even though
Yeah.
there were some creatures there.
Yeah.
At least in Taika's world. Or no, that was Endgame. That was Endgame.
Yeah.
Like if you were there, because you didn't see. Well, did you see?
Meek and who else was it?
I didn't see a whole lot of other like they did in Endgame. You see that big dude in the background in Endgame. There was that giant guy in the town.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. What? I know you.
I don't know how many actually that looked off-worldish that lived in Asgard. I don't know. They changed it so freaking much between Love and Thunder and Endgame. They
That's
changed
what
how
I'm
that town looked.
saying. It's they're not the continuity is jacked, man.
Still one town. Yeah, well, they got 1 million Skrulls right now. They're not all going to fit in one town. And yeah, they can look human, but who are they going to replace? What
Skrulls
humans
can
are
fit
they
in
gonna
one
replace?
city. There's populations of 10 million, shit like that.
Again, who are they going to replace?
Everybody.
Yeah, they're trying.
So I just move them all to Russia where they're at now. Boom, done. But he ends up talking to Marie Hill's mom.
Okay, now I can
Pretty
talk
deep
about this
conversation.
because I think another reason why she's all right with it is because she knows what her daughter does, and she knew the risk her daughter was taking. But she shouldn't be surprised.
Well, yeah, that was basically how the conversation went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can understand why she wouldn't blame him.
Suspect in custody, leader of Americans against Russia.
Against Russia, yeah.
Secretary General, Geo.
Yeah.
Scroll. Yeah, and then Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, the other guy got put in his place. Got put in his place in that meeting later on. Remember, he got up and he said, "I'm the Secretary General or something," and
Yeah.
That was crazy when they're all at that
came
round
over there
table.
and smacked him right in the neck.
Yeah.
But
Basically, a trust conversation going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the freaking round table. We're gonna make you leader. No, we're not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what he was
I'm going to
buying.
be the general now.
And he's now general.
Now, as long as they've been down there jerking around, you would have thought they would have had a general by now, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're in. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you would think because they've been here a long time.
They have been, yeah. 97.
And they don't have anybody formed. They don't have a kind of a thing formed. That makes no sense.
Well, I'm pretty sure Talos was in that position.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then.
Right. And that's pretty recently abandoned. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Well, it's just, yeah, the fact that it's taken them so long to find a new home, I guess they all just distrust Talos right now. So, or at least a small faction of them have. And then, loss of his wife. Freaking, yeah, that probably just sunk him even deeper. He probably went into hiding, and now no one trusts him anymore. So,
yeah.
So So it's probably just easier to follow this dude because it sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So he convinces them all to freaking join him except one. One did not.
Yeah, she don't share their views.
Because, what was it? They left home because of a war, and now they're coming here and starting a war. So it's just,
As cutthroat as the new general is, I'm surprised they let her go.
Yeah,
I thought she was going to get killed somewhere along the way.
sure.
I'm
yeah,
really
yeah. I
surprised.
thought he was gonna take her out for sure.
Yeah, because why would you let somebody go who's not in line with you to maybe go off and create an issue you don't need to have? That's
Well,
how
'cause
he,
I
he
think
is not. He is not a guy who can give a damn. He'll kill you in a minute.
well, I think that he's not into killing other scrolls, and I think he thinks he's
Okay,
too far ahead in his plan to even give a damn. So
Mhm.
okay.
Which he pretty much
I
is.
guess
yeah, he's like 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of everybody.
Mhm.
So
he's
yeah,
kind of partitioning his evil, but okay.
Mm.
I'll ride. I'll ride.
Oh, Blue Circle of
enough
Death.
to go. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. There's no way in the world he's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't have a dissenter just running around and you're not paying attention.
Now these people down here, you know what they're working on.
Uh, well, there's a difference
Um,
between snitches and whatnot.
right. What was she looking at? Was it later on? Yeah, these two are two scientists. They have a whole bunch of crap in there.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're
They got
probably working on the Super Scroll.
yep.
Because you see later on, I don't know if it was. I think
Yeah,
it's
it was
later.
right
Yeah,
after
much.
this.
Was it right after that?
Well,
She
no,
was
I don't know
looking at the computer.
Yeah, it was pretty much right after that because they didn't. Because then he talks to her. I want to
Isn't
say.
there only one Super Scroll? I remember Super Scroll in Marvel Comics, but it was just
I think there was a few. Like,
Yeah, there were a lot. Well, there were.
no, it wasn't many, but
there wasn't many because I remember there was one particular Super Scroll that would like he would pop up in Fantastic Four sometimes, and
yeah.
you
But
know.
yeah, the creation of the Super Scroll because they're looking into like Extremis, and they have Cull Obsidian's arm or something like that,
Yeah, they got
and then Groot,
DNA. Yeah,
Groot's DNA. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Groot.
that pops up in the trailer too with Gravik.
Hmm. Okay. So he looks like she's yawning.
Oh, yeah, she did.
But here they're talking about Fury. He's opening a screen and how much of a threat he is. They're actually trying to blame Fury for all this.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he defended him here, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, it can't be him, even if it was. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
And he's not gonna take the word of a Russian camera or something like that.
Hmm. These guys look like squirrels.
Yeah.
Well, and then Samuel Jackson even asked him, "Hey, you know these bodyguards?"
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's that scene where he fires Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Didn't like it at all. One of the worst scenes in Marvel I've ever seen. Hated it. Hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
It sort of makes sense. They had to go 5 years without them, or without Nick Fury, and then it comes back to Earth. Things blow up. It's not looking great. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting scene. I don't think I would have fired him, but
Unless he's a scroll, and then I'll change my mind.
right. I did like him easily dispatching the guard dude.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, but then he goes out into the hallway like he's exhausted.
He's old.
Yeah, well then you're not doing that to that guy. I'm sorry. You can't be badass one minute and then you walk out in the hall and you couldn't pick up a fly.
Yeah. Well, he's probably.
I want a young Nick Fury now. I love you, Samuel Jackson, but I don't want you anymore.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was an old thing. I don't think it was an old man thing. I think it was now he doesn't like know what to do next, and he was.
Yeah.
I think it was like an irritated sit down and just kind of think about what to do next, and because he just got fired by Rhodey. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it was like an old man tired situation. I think it was. Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, there's more frustration than tired.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me.
God damn it! Like what?
Because now he can't call on Rhodey if he needs something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this was probably the best scene of the freaking.
Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy.
Oh boy. Slip that pinky right off. Marvel's getting quite graphic, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, just cuts off that dude's finger.
Well, that surprised me that they would show that.
Right? Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And he gets jacked up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and sticks him with this stuff that like boils his blood.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
He gets so jacked up. And where she stuck that needle, man, right in the bone, right in his, like in his spinal, and right in the bottom of his back. I was like, ooh, that's got to be painful as hell.
Yeah.
He was expecting it in the arm too. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead, stick that in my arm." That's not where I'm going.
and you got to realize if she shoots back, lower portion of his back, you know where that blood's going to first.
Yeah.
I bet you those family jewels were flaming.
Yeah, like I don't think it's her first rodeo with the scrolls either. Or with a scroll, I should say.
Mm-hmm. DNA. She's got to cover herself because what's his name? The bad guy. What's his name?
Graphic.
Graphic. Yeah, it was right there too.
Yep.
Check up on her.
And then he like tests her a little bit by talking shit about her old man.
Mm-hmm.
Talking, yeah, he did.
Kind of push her button, see how she'd react.
The old man was a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, testing loyalty.
Yep. Just sticking his ass now. Yeah.
Well, pretty much close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Ooh. Much as I hate needles, boy, that scene really got me. I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a needle fan.
Super Scroll might be coming. Oh yeah, they're making them, man. I'm pretty sure their Gravic's going to be a Super Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's going to have a short little arm.
Well, that's when you'll need a Danvers to come in.
Yeah.
Or the
Avengers. I don't know what I thought he was gonna do. Like, I thought like when she injected that in him, it was gonna maybe have some adverse effect, and he was gonna get out of it because he's chained up. I mean, clearly he's in no position to bullshit around, and he literally jokes and he says, "I'll break these chains and something."
Oh yeah.
Bro, you don't need to be talking like that.
No, he didn't break no chains. That's for sure.
No.
But why would you talk like that to somebody who's getting ready to torture you?
Yeah.
Because once she sticks that needle in his butt, all of a sudden he's changing his mind. It's like it made no sense for him to be flippant. I wouldn't be talking smack. I know that.
Right. That's when Gravik shows up.
humans could affect a Skrull like that,
Mm.
the way she did, anyway. Because those guys were beating him up, and he didn't really flinch. I mean, he had a few red spots, but that didn't seem to bother him at all.
Did one guy? I wasn't sure.
This got me a little bit. Unless the vibration of it shook that bar loose, this wouldn't have
Yes.
fallen like that.
You're gonna say what now?
This door
Yep.
fell way too easily
Yeah.
because she put the hook up. I mean, granted, it was a weak ass hook, but
It still would
it
have.
still would have caught on something. You would have seen it. It wasn't there anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They would have had to have, I don't know, pull the bottom out from under it there.
Well,
like the hooks on the door aren't even there anymore.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yeah.
That bugged me a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, she had.
Oh no, that should bug you a lot because the editors are shit. You're fired, bro.
They didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I bet you whoever left that cup of coffee on the set of Game of Thrones has no job.
Oh, it was Varys. He said it was him.
Whoever was in charge of props has no job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if your boss asks you what you say, you don't say nothing.
Right.
Oh
Right.
man, it was freaking false names and misdirects, bro. Don't worry about it.
No, you know what I would have said? I would have said, no, I didn't. I didn't say anything. You guys came. Well, I would have said this. No, I didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, you guys came just in the nick of time. She was about to blah blah, but she fell. She went through the floor. That's all he had to say. And then they would have went, "Oh, she's escaped." Because then they would have.
Either way, I knew this guy was
before
going
he
to
even opened his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He could have turned that around. Oh, she escaped just she heard you coming, and she. Instead, like you said, he set himself up to be taken out by even opening his mouth.
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a bad job of diverting it. And then when he's in the car, he's when he asked a question about how did they know where we were, and he starts sniffling, he go, "Okay, we know you did it. We know
I
you
thought it
did
was.
Oh, I knew he wasn't getting out of going home.
Yeah. Yeah. You thought what? Blue?
I thought Gaia ratted that place out.
Oh.
On the phone when she went and called on the phone. I thought she talking to somebody, and she's the one that tipped them off to go into their safe house.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch it.
How did she know about the safe house?
Well, that's where they were going.
Oh, here we go. A beam.
That's where they were going?
Yeah,
How did Gravik know where this dude was?
What dude?
The guy they just rescued.
Yeah.
That was the question.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
That's what. Yeah, that was what the question was. So we were curious. What was? What do you mean ratted the safe house out? So yeah, they drive off. Man, it freaking shooting this dude anyways.
Classic mob scene in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
We said the boy was there to shoot his graphics escape hatch. He ain't stupid. Well, that's what I'm saying, Trumbull. He should have used that as he could have flipped that over. Now, the hole in the floor was his alibi. He's too sticky. I'm not you, Trumbull, but the guy in the show.
Mm-hmm. As much as Scrolls.
He's asking the same thing. Yeah. But see, the only thing with Marvel is, I mean, one thing you can be sure of, you're going to find holes. You're going to find holes. It's just the way they write.
Yep. Secret car.
Yep.
Secret house.
secret wife.
Secret
Yep.
theory. This just threw me for a loop, though, man. I was not expecting this at all.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Obviously, you saw the scroll in here when they were panning through the shots, but him putting on a wedding ring, and then I didn't expect that at all.
No, not at all.
Anyone who did obviously read the scripts, so
Yeah.
No, but once I saw it, I said, trope.
trope.
It is a trope, for sure.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. A lot of what was in a couple of these 2 episodes was kind of tropey. It's not. I don't think it's ultra super cleverly written because it's so easy. When you got a shapeshifter, I could write a million stories, but.
Wedding ring.
Okay, let's ask another question. Is the wife a Skrull?
Is the wife a scroll? Nope, not at all. What are you talking about?
Everybody's a Skrull.
Yeah, it's the one we met in the beginning that introduced him to Gravik.
Everybody's a Skrull.
And we watched
Now, I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you, Samuel L. Jackson's wife told him, when you have kissing scenes, act like you're not into it. And they certainly had this was one of the worst kisses I've ever seen. It was so. I bet you said, I've been married 50 years. I ain't going to F up now. She's going to take all my cash. Oh, I said, no chemistry in that kiss at all. I don't blame her. I wouldn't either.
Some people are asking if Fury knows when. Yeah, he knows.
Of course he knows, because they've already met in 1997.
They met.
But yeah, that's kind of a weird question for people to be asking, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That means they weren't paying attention to the show.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff to get past me. I know that much. My mind's in the tissue. I can't tell the difference between one show or the other after a while. Get lost in that. Get lost in the malaise.
A little bit. You can.
But once again, at least, the show has more gravitas than most of them, so I can appreciate that. But I'm ready for a new Nick Fury.
A new Nick Fury. You can't do a new Nick Fury.
What I want to see, a new Nick Fury, and I don't give a damn. I want an origin story. And I want a new Nick Fury, and we're going to start off with Nick Fury in World War II when he was Sergeant Fury, and we're going to have his Howling Commandos, just like they did in the first Avengers. So you start off with Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos, and you move it into when he becomes leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's my Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I used to read the Howling Command. I remember when I started out reading Nick Fury, or should we say Sergeant Fury. But all of my friends, man, we were really charged up and excited when S.H.I.E.L.D. was formed, and he came out with his new outfit and everything. Now back then, Nick Fury was a white guy. It kind of reminds you of Reed Richards, because he had salt and pepper on the sides.
Well,
of
that's
the
why
bed.
he was played by David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That movie. I have to admit, he didn't look bad. If you want to compare him to the comic book, he didn't look bad. I'm not talking about the movie, but he didn't look too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
bring back Isaiah Bradley too.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I think some people's reasoning is if Fury knows she's a Skrull, then why did she change to human form when he goes in the kitchen?
Come on, Blue. I mean, come on, Bean. You seem to be able to.
Because he doesn't like kissing green. I don't know.
All right, now you have to guess. You're doing good plugging in the holes for everybody. Listen, you're not going to be able to get through a whole Marvel whatever without finding plot holes. Their writing team isn't what they used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Endgame was truly Endgame.
Yeah, he knows.
Some scroll of it.
It'd be weird if he didn't know, because, like I said, they've known each other since '97.
Yeah.
So
Plus, he seems to know every damn thing else. I mean, come on. Oh, now you really got me thirsty now for Sergeant Fear and Isaiah Bradley. Oh, that was
Who'd
Six is Colonel Fury. 1610.
you get for young Fury?
Oh yeah, and it'd be great. It'd be great to have like I can't remember the timeline, but it'd be great to have like a World War II battle scene with Sergeant Fury, the Holly Commando, and then all of a sudden out of the clear blue comes Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
Kicking ass. Even if it was just for one sequence of the movie, that would be
That'd be freaking awesome, dude.
Oh,
it would be.
Come on, guys, we got to write for Marvel.
Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Well, guys, it is noon. I got to get ready for work, unfortunately.
All right.
Quick scores overall so far. What do you guys think? Scoring this
Are we ranking each episode, or
Well,
are we
we
ranking
can
the whole thing as a whole?
as so far right now, as a whole.
I'm around the 6 so far. A little
I'm
too
around
early
that.
to rank it higher than that for me.
I'm at 8.5.
8.5. I'm sitting around like a 9, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very
I think it's
good.
been really good. There's a few things that I didn't care for, but overall, I think I don't know. Maria Hill's death's enough to drop it. No, it's still a 9. It's still a 9.
Right,
Yeah,
because we're only in the second.
Yeah.
And she may
hopefully
come back.
it is a 9. Yeah.
Yeah, she may come back. We don't know.
Yeah.
Some guy's giving it an 8.
Yeah.
8. It's a good number.
Trimble, episode 1, he gives a 7. Episode 2, he gives an 8. We shall see as more ups continue. And thank you, Trimble Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah, I
tuning in.
just enjoy when like Marvel does this type of storytelling. It's just I don't know. It's good. You got to mix it up.
Yeah, more adult.
Yeah.
More Winter Soldier-esque.
Right.
It can't
Not a whole lot
be
of
Love and Thunder all the time, you know.
Ever. Get that.
Or ever again, right?
Or ever again.
In-game match.
It's like they took Party Thor from What If and they just like ran with it. It's like weird.
Yeah, the sad part is I liked Party Thor, and
to a certain extent,
it fit the character for what it was. Who didn't grow up with Loki? Who didn't?
yeah. I'm not so much pissed off about the Party Thor as much as I'm pissed off about the moron Thor.
Yeah, the moron Thor
He's
is
an absolute moron.
But that was Party Thor. Party Thor was a moron.
Well, okay. If you look at Marvel, if you look at Thor as far as Marvel lore, he was always a jolly guy. He'd pick up a beer and chug him down. I mean, in Asgard, he was always a jolly guy. But in the MCU, they just made him a goof ass.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and like he's destroying stuff. Like he was trying to help those people on their planet. He destroys the structure of theirs, the temple or whatever. That's not Thor. He just wouldn't go around bumbling like that.
yeah, because he was great in the first one,
Oh
great in
God,
the second one, and
yes.
then the third one kind of went off the rails a little bit, but he was still great. And then Infinity War, he was great, and then Endgame, in my opinion, he was still great. But and
If
then
you
after that, it went to shit.
if you got to do another Thor, and if you got to have Chris Hemsworth in it, bring back Kevin Branagh
Kenneth Branagh. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
direct. I would love it because I love that
Yeah.
movie.
The first Thor movie. Yeah.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. The only thing I didn't care for were the blonde eyebrows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't.
yeah, yeah. And when you go back and look at it now, it looks really weird.
It
It
does.
does.
It looked really weird then too.
Yeah.
But I did not have a problem with the second Thor.
Nope,
Yeah.
me
No,
either.
it was good. I liked it.
I did
It's
not.
got a Doctor Who in it, man.
Yeah.
Doctor Who was the villain. It was good. Yes, still probably streaming on the 3rd because the 4th is Tuesday.
Oh yeah. And guess what?
We got a lot to talk about this week.
I'm sure I'll be out of it and back home before before you guys come on. But they sent me a notice for jury duty.
Oh.
I hope I can get out of it. Yeah, they called it on the day before 4th of July, Monday. So
Really interesting.
yeah.
Weird.
But now when I call this number,
You think they'd have that day off?
well, they told me to call a particular number the day before to find out, additional information. But I called the number yesterday, and it said those selected to come in on Friday, meaning today, said you don't have to report, your jury service is over. I hope I hear that on Sunday when I call for Monday. Maybe because it's the 4th of July, maybe they'll just,
Yeah.
and then go.
You'd think they would just take the day off.
Yeah.
The next line we'll see. But I'm going to go and I'm going to act like I'm really sleepy, not paying attention. Look at that guy. He's not paying attention. We can't select him.
Right. Or maybe you would. Yes, we want that guy right there. He's sleeping.
Yeah,
we don't want anybody to pay attention at all.
Yeah, the defense would point me out for sure. That'd be my damn luck.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, hey,
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming, Mike.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat, thanks for coming. Trumbull Dust, some guy paid in 23. Who else was here? That was more than just those guys, right? Feezy was in the chat.
Right. Do you have any lurkers?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have lurkers too. People will watch and not coming to the chat.
Right. There's 7. There's 7.
Yeah.
Toy Box
7 viewers right now. So, Toy Box is here.
Oh, Gigi.
Gigi.
Yeah.
Bye.
I've adopted that, Gigi. I use that now. So does Dean.
Yep, Dean's been using it forever. Personally. Oh, I'm sorry. That's whatever. No personal attacks from here.
Himself and look like a bum.
So like too. Yeah.
But yes, thank you for coming. We'll be doing this. I don't know. Should we do this again next Friday, or should we wait 2 weeks and then talk about 3 and 4?
That would be, something, wait 2 weeks. Well, I don't know. It depends because if the next, well, why don't you wait and see what the next episode is like? If it's a real barn burner, then you might not want to wait to talk about it.
Because next episode is halfway point, so
so let's just hold on before
something worth talking about.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. We'll be back for Collector's Figure on Monday. We definitely got some things to talk about coming up on
Gigi
Monday.
says I feel personally attacked. About what?
Probably the buy thing.
That's not an attack. That's a compliment, Gigi.
Jumbo says 2 weeks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see, because like I said, it's the halfway point Next
Yeah.
episode's the halfway point.
Yeah, so we should do it.
Oh, shit.
Maybe
Oh,
4 and
she
5.
That's
said
work.
she's
Oh.
a lurker.
Oh, she was lurking. I got you. Okay.
Oh, so appreciated.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you called out the lurkers, and that's when she. That's when she.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
I got you.
That's great.
The other way.
All right. I gotta go to work. So everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button on your way out if you don't mind.
Oh, and go
That'll-
to Action Figure Academy. The link is the link in this chat or in the description? No, just go to Action Figure Academy and subscribe, please. I need to get to 500 subscribers, and I have a giveaway. Thank you.
What he said. Go do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that'll do it for us. Stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
As soon as
Maybe.